Good morning. So it is officially my favorite season, which is the Christmas season. Something that we have done for years is Christmas schooling. Now, those of y'all that have been following me for a while, you know that we prioritize fun in our homeschool, but during the Christmas season. So this is through the entire month of December, although our activities do start in November as well. But we jam pack any and all holiday activities that we can get our hands on. So having said that, I don't want to be super stressed when it comes to school. So we get very creative with our school time. Sometimes that looks like playing extra games, doing extra crafts, or going on extra field trips. But basically, we want to make sure that while yes, our December is still jam-packed with learning activities, that it is not stressful at all. So we do everything we can to put all the fun in the homeschooling for December without any of the extra stress. Now, if you've been watching for some length of time, welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are brand new to the channel, I am Tanya Johnson. I'm the founder of Helping Hearts Ministries, where we work with homeschool parents to put the fun and joy back into homeschooling while keeping a biblical worldview. So today I'm just going to walk you through what we do for our holiday school or our Christmas school, and we break this down into 3 easy steps. So we have the activities and the events. We do our 12 days of Christmas, which this year I am super excited to tell you what 12 days of Christmas we're doing. And then we also do the daily Christmas learning. So I'm just going to break it down into those 3 categories. Hopefully this will help you put a little bit of spark into your Christmas school and take some of the stress out of the holiday planning. So the first one is the activities and events. If you look over here on the screen, you're going to see the December calendar that we have. Now, the first thing that I do is I write down any activities or events that we want to go to that our church has. So our church is really good about the end of October. They give you a calendar for everything happening the rest of the year. So I know about any candlelight services or Christmas give back projects or anything that the church is doing. And I mark those on our calendar. Next, I head to the town Facebook page or the county Facebook page, or even just the website. But typically in today's day and age, you're going to be able to find this on Facebook. And I write down any events that the town is having that we would like to go to. So that's the first step. It's super easy. It helps me eliminate trying to do all the things because none of us can do every single thing. It also helps avoid any schedule conflicts. So if I am looking at something I want to do in the community and our church has something that same day, then I have to decide, okay, which one do I want to commit to going to? And that's the one I put on the calendar. And then when that other event comes up, I don't have to feel guilty. I can say, hey, sorry, we're not going to that. We already have a prior commitment. And remember, there's not a certain amount of things that you have to do during the Christmas season. It is going to change depending on what season of life you and your family are in. Just because somebody on Instagram is doing all of the holiday things and they're doing something every single weekend for November and December doesn't mean that your family has to do that. At the same token, just because someone on Instagram is talking about doing a minimalist Christmas and just doing 1 or 2 things and kind of just staying home and watching movies and having a leisurely season doesn't mean that you have to. We have done both. This year, we are going out and we are doing all the things. My daughter's 10, so she is right in that sweet spot of the age where I don't have to do all the things for her. Like going and taking her, for example, we went to a fall festival last night with some friends. That did not require a lot of extra work from me. She got herself ready. The only thing I do at this point is do her hair and help her match certain things if she's having trouble matching an outfit together. And then while we're there, she kind of runs around with her friends and takes care of herself. Yes, I still have to keep eyes on her. That is very important. I am a little bit of a helicopter mom, and I do not apologize for that. But it's different than having a 2-year-old where I'm constantly having to play in the maze with her. I have to get in the bounce house with her. I have to take her around by her hand to everything that is at that activity. So being 10, we really have that sweet spot of she gets to go and enjoy all the things and she still loves the magic of Christmas, which let's be real, I'm 35 and I love the magic of Christmas. So I really hope that just like stays with her whole life. But she's also at the age where it's not a whole lot of extra work for mom to go to all the extra things. So we are doing all the things this season. If that's what it looks like for your family, awesome. Have so much fun. If you're in a season where you have 3 under 3 and it's just not feasible to go do all the things this season, don't feel bad about it. Make the magic of Christmas at home instead of going out and doing every single event that's on the calendar. Now, once all the events are on the calendar, and again, I say for December, I'll be honest, I do this for November and for December. So I have all of our events on the calendar for November, December by like October 25th. And I do this because if I don't plan it out that far in advance, then I end up overcommitting. I don't enjoy the holiday season as much as I want to. I have learned, unfortunately, by example through this, like I've learned the hard way that happens for me personally. So I do this for November and December, and then I sit down and I put the school components on. So for our December, we do the 12 days of Christmas. We do this every single year. And we've been doing this since Glory was 1.5. So her first Christmas, she was 4 months old. We did not do anything really big at all. One, we had no money whatsoever. But two, she was 4 months old. So by the time the second Christmas came around, she was 1.5. She was at that super cute stage of like, everything was in awe. She loved the lights. She loved the, what do you call them? Christmas ornaments. She loved everything. So of course, your first child, your mommy heart is kind of like exploding. But then each baby that comes, I'm sure, is the same thing. I only have one child, so I didn't experience that with a second and a third and a fourth. But you remember that first, Christmas that they're old enough to really see a little bit what's going on. And it's just, magical, I guess is the right word for it. I absolutely love it. So we started doing the 12 days of Christmas. At that point, you could also do 25 days of Christmas. We've done that as well. And what that is the 12 days or the 25 days leading up to Christmas, they open a gift each night. Now, before someone comes at me for that's overkill, you're getting your kid too many things, we do this as an educational experience. So we've done board books. So in other words, if I know that we're going into a year or a couple of years that board books are going to be a big thing, then I'm going to give them all to her at Christmas and do it as the 12 days of Christmas. We have done regular books. We have done crafts. We've done hair accessories because she was going into a season where she was transitioning from hair bows to headbands. And so we just made that a fun little, she was aging out of the really little kid hair stuff and wanting to go into more of like the not really tween age, but I don't know, the in-between of bows and not wanting the frilly bows anymore. So we got some fun clips and different things. We've done games. And of course, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to make them educational. I'm just telling you that's how we do it in our homeschool. We kind of do this as an excuse to have a little extra fun leading up to Christmas with something we'd already be buying going into the new year anyway. So we just make it all one big Christmas celebration. Now, what I did is if you go over to the blog that corresponds with this, and it is linked down in the description section, everything that I talked about as far as resources or extra things that you can use for this, as well as some freebies, are linked over there. So make sure as soon as the video is done, you click on that and you head over and go check out all the different links that we have for you. But I put together a list of all the different things that you can use for the 12 days of Christmas. I've showed you a couple of videos of what we've done in the past and just made it really fun for you guys. And I even have a way over there that you can do a 25 days of Christmas for under $5. So this is not something that has to be expensive. We have done it in years where it does add up pretty quick. We've also done it in years where it is basically free. You can go to the library, get 12 Christmas books, wrap them up, open one each night as your child goes to bed or wakes up whenever you do your reading time. And it's just a fun extra tradition that you can do that doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You can also do things from the dollar store when you're talking about crafts or even like hair supplies or something like that. So again, it can be as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be. Last year, we did the 25 days of Christmas Lego style. She was really into Lego. She is still really into Legos. And I also knew that giving her a gift of Legos, she could reuse them over and over. So what we did is we went on Amazon and found a pack of Christmas, like an advent calendar thing for Legos. So it was a little bit pricey. However, it was something that she could put together and then reuse year after year after year. So we'll be getting those back out actually for when December rolls around, and she'll be doing them again this year. So there's also 12 days of Christmases like that you can reuse for several years afterwards. So again, price really is up to you. It's not something that you have to spend a certain amount or not spend a certain amount on. So this year, we are doing the 12 days of Christmas movies. I am so excited about this. One, because I love Christmas movies. I'm a huge nerd on all things Christmas, so I love all the Christmas movies. But two, I just get to make these like magical boxes that go along with each movie, and I am very excited about that. Now, we are not doing 12 consecutive days this year. This is the first year that we're doing it a little bit different. Again, I'm going to pop my calendar back up here for you. You can see it says number 1, number 2, number 3, all the way up to number 12. Because we have so many activities that we're doing, I strategically planned those 12 days of Christmas movies in between on the days that we are going to be home. So that way it is not adding any stress to my life. It's something we're already going to be home, already going to be chilling at the house all day. So we can add this fun element in on the day that we're not going and doing anything else in the community. Now, it's worth noting, my daughter does not know about this. When you guys are watching this video, it is going to be over a month before Christmas actually happens. I like to put these out so you can get ideas and actually have time to go implement some of them versus, seeing something like this the week of Christmas, it doesn't make it as useful anymore. So if you know my daughter in real life, please do not mention anything to her about what we are doing or how exciting it sounds or, oh, I saw your mom's video. Are you excited about the 12 days of movie Christmas? She doesn't know about that. She's upstairs in her room. She's watching a show with her fan on, like she's a box fan in her room, because I don't want her hearing this. That is why I'm filming in my living room instead of my office, because I don't want her hearing on accident any of the fun Christmas things that we have planned, but I want to be able to share them with you guys. So next week, and if you don't know yet, every Wednesday between now and New Year, a new video is coming out that's going to have tips and tricks on how to make your homeschool more fun, more educational, less stressful, all of the things. We are calling it Winning Wednesday. I might keep these. I don't know. We're going to see how they go through the new year. So next Wednesday, the video that's coming will be the 12 days of Christmas movies. And I want to go in depth on each of those 12 days and show you exactly what I'm doing, the food that we're having, the crafts that we're doing, the games we're playing for each of those 12 days. You can do all of them if you want to do your own 12 days of Christmas movies, or maybe you want to do one or two of your favorite Christmas movies and make them into just a little bit extra special night. You can take ideas from there. So make sure you tune back in next week for that video. And yes, when you're watching that video, you're going to notice I look exactly the same. I am batch filming a couple things today, so there's going to be 2 or 3 videos that are going to be in the same spot, same clothes, same hair, same everything. That is part of how I make the making money on social media work while I'm homeschooling. Sometimes that means batch filming or batching my blogs all at once. Rarely am I working every single day. So keep that in mind when you're watching videos, especially if you're someone that you've been talking to me about making money as a homeschooler. I have that linked over in the blog as well. I've always got that as a resource, but that usually means you're going to be working in pockets, not working every day as a homeschooler, working every single day with your kids in tow. And if you're like myself and you're a ministry mom also, you've got ministry that you're involved in several times a week. So working every single day just isn't usually realistic. So number 1, we did the activities and events. Number 2, we did the 12 days of Christmas. And number 3, we do the daily Christmas school. So this is something, full disclosure, I actually do this for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I do this October, November, and December. I love to make things super fun. And this costs me about $3 a month. I go to the dollar store and you can get 8 envelopes for $1. Oh, sorry, 8 envelopes for $1. These are just the manila. You can get clasp or not clasp. It doesn't matter. I get whatever they have that's cheap versus going to Walmart or like Home Depot or something. And what I do is I put centers in them. So if you don't know what a center is, it is just a math or literacy game. That is a printable game. It's usually very low to no prep. You can put them in there and your child can open one of those every single day. And that can be like an extra fun holiday themed school activity. So last week, some of the ones that my daughter did were working on decimals when it came to adding. She did one that was alphabetizing some different Halloween words. She did fractions last week where it was a puzzle that was cut up and she had to put it together. It had, I think, 12 or 16 different puzzles. Each of them had 4 pieces, and each of the 4 pieces, there was a pie graph, there was a fraction number, there was a number line, and I forget what the 4th one was. It might have been a decimal, but they all went together and they all equaled that exact same fraction. So there's lots of fun things. And what I do typically is I will put the center, I typically put 1 math, 1 literacy, and usually there's like 25, 26 days of school for each month. So again, 3 of these will typically get me the entire month. I might have to buy 1 or 2 extra envelopes or use 1 or 2 from the previous month. And then I just put stickers all over it for, again, either Thanksgiving, Halloween, or Christmas, whatever month that we're in. So that is how we do the daily school. It's so much fun. I create a lot of these centers myself. If you are a subscriber to the Homeschool Made Fun Academy, you get these every single month in your inbox anyway, so this is just a fun way to use them. Two of my daughter's favorites from last month that were in the Homeschool Made Fun Academy were the pumpkin race, and I have that linked over on the blog that you can click and see the video of exactly how we played that. It was so much fun. We ended up playing it multiple times. And then the second one that she really liked from the Homeschool Made Fun Academy was one she did when a friend was here actually, and they got to design Halloween costumes for their moms. So her friend made her mom a police officer, and this is a writing activity. So they wrote what the costume was, why they chose that costume, what that mom would do if she was really that thing in real life. My daughter made me a pirate. Talk about looking funny. If I can find pictures of these, I will post them up here. I don't remember if I took pictures of them or not. They were hilarious though. And they ended up concocting a story that the friend's mom would arrest me because I was stealing candy because I was a pirate. So it was really fun. They had a lot of imagination going on, and then it also practiced their writing skills as well. For November, some of the things coming down the pipeline, if you're enrolled in the Homeschool Made Fun Academy, that you could absolutely put in these and use as your fun school for the month, would be we are writing recipe cards on how to make a turkey. Now, these are hilarious. I've also turned this into a Mad Lib that you can use with your kids. My daughter loves Mad Libs. Mad Libs are a great way to practice grammar. So if grammar is something your kids struggle with, do Mad Libs. They're amazing. We are also going to read the How to Catch a Turkey book, and we're going to make flip books out of that with step-by-step instructions on how to catch a turkey. And then for some extra fun science, we're going to make our own turkey cage, as well as a pumpkin catapult to see how well that cage actually stands the test. So this is $5 a month, guys. You get so many centers, so many resources, in addition to chore charts and emotion trackers and sleep trackers and journaling pages and homeschool homework pages. Like, you get so much stuff inside of this academy for $5 a month right now. Now, come January, that price is going to be going back to the original price, which is $15 a month. I have it at $5 a month for anyone that wants to enroll during the holidays, and you are grandfathered in. So you keep that $5 a month as long as you want to keep it. So that is something I would highly recommend checking out if you want to put some fun into your homeschool without having to do a lot of extra work for that. So November, we've got a lot of fun stuff. Now, December, which is the main, obviously, like Christmas schooling, some of the things we're going to be doing is, one, we're obviously going to be writing a lot of cards to people. That's going to be a lot of our writing is going to be writing out Christmas cards. We're also going to be writing a gift giving guide, building some word snowman. We're going to help Santa plan a vacation, which my daughter is going to love when she opens that one. She's going to be able to pick a location and help. What's he going to pack for that? His airline tickets, like the whole thing. It's going to be a really fun project. And then one thing in our homeschool that we definitely struggle with a little bit is word problems when it comes to math. So we are going to be helping Santa solve some mysteries around Christmas, but they happen to be math problems as well. So she's going to like doing it a little bit more than just a normal word problem like practice, but it is going to be a word problem practice. All of those are also going to come in the centers for you guys. And then I'm going to link, there are some generic centers that we use as fillers. So I love to create like the really fun, exciting ones. And then sometimes we just need a little extra practice on math or certain words or, you know, whatever the thing is. There are some centers I found. They are a little bit pricey, but they do come with a lot. So we use those as like fillers. They're not my daughter's favorites, but they are ones that she likes a little better than doing book work. So those are linked over on the blog as well. And what I'll do is they will all be prepped in here. They'll have all the stickers on them. They will just be in a bucket or a bag. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I think I actually might just put them all in a gift bag. For October and from November, they're just kind of upstairs in the schoolroom, and she picks them. Again, we do fun stuff for those 2 months, but December is when we like go all out for the fun schooling. So probably I'll put these in a big gift bag and she can reach in and grab one every day and do it on her own time. And then I'll help her. Obviously she needs them. They'll be very pretty and very decorated and all the fun things. So that's what we're doing for the holidays. That is what our holiday school is going to look like. I'm not taking a break completely from school, but I do want to enjoy the season and be able to do all the extra fun things without guilt that we're not spending 3 to 4 hours per day in school all the way up till Christmas. So last year, we did not do near as many fun things, and I did not work ahead like I normally do. I don't remember why, but usually I work ahead, so I get a lot of stuff done by the end of October, first week of November, and then I get to take kind of the rest of the year off where everything's still done on auto. So like I'm still making money through social media. My blogs are still posting, the videos are still going up, but I'm not actively like doing the work to do them every week. They're kind of set on autopilot, set it and forget it type thing. I'll log in once a day. Any new enrollers, I will send out their information, and that's kind of what I do. Last year I didn't do that. So I remember feeling by like December 15th, 16th, we hadn't done a whole lot yet. And I was still working a lot. I was kind of spinning my wheels, and I just remember feeling a little bit discouraged almost, like, why did I do that this year? I'm kind of missing some of the season. I'd like to be sitting and having more fun with my daughter than I am. So this year I decided for sure I'm not doing that again. So we're very much looking forward to the Christmas season. So again, grab the link down in the show notes in the description area. Make sure you go access all of the freebies and all the different links and stuff we have over there for you. I appreciate each and every one of you coming to watch this, and I would love to hear what you do with your homeschoolers for the Christmas season. What kind of holiday schooling do you do? Do you do any kind of extra recipes or any like books that you read? What are some of your traditions? I'm always looking for new things to add in with my family. So I would love so much if you would not mind just leaving a comment and letting us know what you do for holiday schooling. See you guys next week.